I think there's been some attempt at, some kind of sedate expectations, don't build up too much of kind of a thing. Whereas two terms, I think they wanted to make history every day, Some of the intentions are very nice. Overall, what I liked about this budget is there's no bluster, it's very humble, the very short budget, right?
Yeah, very short. Very cut to the point. We were surprised when we were listening. Straight away coming to the priorities.
Yeah. So no,
and not too many quotes from.
Yes. I think deliberately. I think from yesterday's economic survey itself, I think there's been some attempt at some kind of sedate expectations. Don't build up too much of. Kind of a thing. Whereas I think earlier, I think in the first two terms, I think they wanted to make history every day, Whereas now I think it is sort of, hey, come on, let's stick with the fundamentals. Let's get our fiscal deficit and all in order. Let's manage our finances, and then let's see we can do something. So I think some of the intentions are very nice, including on the employment and this thing. Though I don't know how much of this will, how much will this encourage companies to recruit new people and all this thing. But overall, I think this budget does nothing to some extent, and which may not be a bad thing.
Which may not be a bad thing. Yeah. At one level, Ishan, it's also true that we tend to have this exalted anticipation and expectation from the budget, right? Ultimately, budget is essentially about government finances. They might tweak something here or there, but from one year to another, there won't be such a massive difference that you can create a totally different economy. Yeah. So in that sense, it's a good thing that we are sort of keeping the expectations within bounds and trying to do at least the bit that sort of heartened my heart was that those bits that we repeatedly wrote about, like labor-intensive industries. So when I heard that term, I was happy that you've looked at something that typically creates jobs and not just gone with something like one argument was. Criticism was that a lot of PLI money was going into capital-intensive industries.
There's not much talk about PLI, right?
There's not much talk about PLI.
In fact, they're talking of ELI, right? Yeah, from PLI to ELI, right? Yeah.
Gati Shakti, as you pointed out in the newsroom, that we didn't hear about Gati Shakti. Infrastructure itself, while it is one of the priorities, comes much below.
Yeah.
So if I just will point out, even the economic survey on the employment numbers, right? They have assumed, I think, less than 1% reduction in employment in agriculture over the next years. Right? So it's a very realistic assessment in that sense. It's not a over-the-top assessment in that,
The simple message in this budget is we need to govern for the next 5 years.